What is reality? You don't have time, but time always had you. Present day has much bothered me to think about the progressiveness of time, a constant in my life that has enabled me to identify the difference in between events that may have occurred all at once if time did not exist. We as humans did achieve, I would like to say, an ability to measure this constant and to think about measuring an idea that is time, which is infinite, seems really strange. The process of achieving the understanding of infinite constants would make us conscious. But the idea of being conscious is again, in my opinion, really strange. Because when we dream, we see a reality which is not there. And many times when you become conscious of it, you realize that it was a dream. And you were in an unconscious state which we have known as sleep. I think in comparative judgment, we have superseded our ancestors living in a time of automation. But in comparison to understanding the nature of that which is inside and around us, I think we are just cavemen. Education has collected facts and figures through time and taught us that which we know today, which can be summarized as an attempt to define the collective behavior of things we know. That is today that every one of us holds dearly, a myth. Today, our research tells us about subatomic particles having properties like superposition and entanglement. Superposition is when a particle is moving and stationary at the same time, and entanglement stating that two or more particles can instantly communicate with one another or teleport, even across cosmic distances. Now, that is light years apart. Research again dazzled me when their subatomic particles tend to attain consciousness because an experiment known as the double slit experiment suggests that a particle changes behavior because it knows it is being observed. Now imagine communication to an object which takes all our voice, throws it silently, then breaks it down to mathematical numbers, and then is interpreted by another object distance apart, all in real time. We call it Skype, WhatsApp, YouTube, and much more. This is surely bizarre because someone brought it to reality before it even existed. It is called imagination, a real force behind our evolution. Man has always seen things that do not exist, and then in time it became his existence, as there was no thought of it before it even existed. I fail to understand as people don't just run around thinking of things and eventually someone picks it up. It is clear through history that there was never any thought of our present, whether we created it or it came to us, but from what origins. Our imagination is purely based on our experiences like photographs that we haven't yet experienced, but we can clearly see them. Now, the way we see things is called vision. Light bounces off objects and enters our eyes, and an image is produced. Some light that goes through objects appears to us as transparent. This process of reflecting light off objects, when calculated, identifies that it takes time, even in nanoseconds, for the light to reach us. The moon that we see in the sky is around 2 seconds old, therefore concluding that the moon that which we see is the moon of the past. Based on the analysis, everything that we see in our past is in real time is actually not real time because it has taken some time for the light to reach us. In my opinion, we are unable to see or perceive the present, living in our pasts and piloting vehicles of flesh, in which our reality is. Reality ceases to exist in our definition of death. Imagine yourself from somewhere else to somewhere, observing at the flesh vehicle behavior around somewhere. In my opinion, we ignore the very basis of our imagination. I think our mind system controls the things that we bring out of it like inventions. Maybe it has an effect on our surroundings and reality in real time. Imagine our thoughts having the power to change our reality. This is called belief, a system where believing in things changes everything like the placebo effect, a phenomena where tricking an individual's mind, science is able to cure illness not curable through medicine. You don't have time, but time always had you.